Welcome back to Politics Nation. The faith community has been tested by the events of the past several weeks in Minnesota. Clergy members from around the country have made pilgrimage to the Twin Cities area to offer their support. Joining me now, Bishop Mary Ann Budde of the Diocese of Washington and Bishop Craig Loyer of the Diocese of Minnesota. Thank you both for being with us and for offering spiritual guidance to the Twin Cities communities at this difficult time. I want to start tonight with a video shared on Facebook by a man who says his father received last rites from Alex Preddy, the VA nurse shot and killed by federal agents this weekend. Take a listen.
Terrence Lee Randolph, March 30th, 1947, December 10th, 2024. Today we remember that freedom is not free. You have to work at it, nurture it, protect it, and even sacrifice for it. May we never forget and always remember our brothers and sisters who have served so that we may enjoy the gift of freedom.
Bishop Budde, you've heard how the administration has tried to portray Preddy as something else. How do you reconcile that with the video that we've just seen?
I think the people who are most capable of describing who this man was are his parents, who spoke and have written very forcefully about the memory and the legacy of their son. And it's clear, as your previous guests have shown, that the administration rushed to characterize him in the darkest possible terms and without real basis of anything that those of us with eyes or ears could see or hear from the videos that have been shown. So I would say it's a gross mischaracterization of a man who, by all rights, seemed to be a caring member of our community and someone whose loss is grievous to us all.
Bishop Loyer, your impression?
Well, I think what I'm seeing on the ground here in Minnesota is a community that is responding to a campaign of what can only be described as reckless cruelty being waged by the federal government against its own people with an incredibly loving and generous spirit. In the face of the cruelty that Minnesota is facing, the faith community and many others are responding by mobilizing for love, organizing networks of care where people are delivering groceries to those who can't leave their home and medical supplies. People are keeping watch outside of daycares and schools that are not safe. Medical professionals are providing unbelievable care. This community is meeting a painful and cruel moment with the incredible and generous and loving spirit that I have come to know and that makes me proud to be a Minnesotan.
Now, the family of Alex Preddy put out a statement reading in part, quote, "We are heartbroken, but also very angry. The sickening lies told about our son by the administration are reprehensible and disgusting. Alex is clearly not holding a gun when attacked by Trump's murdering and cowardly ICE thugs," end of quote. Bishop Loyer, what's your brief message to the people like Preddy's family who are outraged and feel like they are being lied to about what's happening?
I think that all of us are outraged at what we are seeing in Minnesota and heartbroken about what we are seeing and the very clear lies that we are being told by the federal government, who continues to tell the people of Minnesota to not believe what we are seeing with our own eyes. And at the same time, as a follower of Jesus, one of the things that I know is that the greatest threat that we face in this moment is the assault that is being waged on hope. So what I always try to do as a follower of Jesus is remember that hatred cannot be overcome with hatred, and that we cannot let our anger that is very real and very justified consume us. And what I'm trying to do is to join myself to the efforts to combat the hatred and cruelty that we're seeing with endless neighborly love.
Bishop Buddy,
And we're
faith
seeing-
leaders were always at the forefront of the civil rights movement, even to today. Bishop Matthew Haid, right here in New York, been working closely on these issues here. And as we confront this current civil rights community, what role can faith leaders play as a moral voice today?
Well, you've just heard Bishop Loya articulate that so beautifully, that we hold before us and we draw from the deepest spiritual wells that we can to meet the cruelty of our time with forces of kindness and love. And I think one of the things that we're doing across the country, Reverend Sharpton, is connecting the dots. This is happening in Minnesota, but it is not unique to Minnesota. We're seeing it on a scale in Minnesota, but these actions are they're happening across the country. So we stand in solidarity with one another. We stand on our history. I was really thinking about Dr. King's message on the night before he died, when he recalled the story of the Good Samaritan. And he said that the question we all have to ask ourselves is not what will happen to us, but what will happen to the people who are in greatest danger if we do not lift up our voices and offer everything we can to help and to stop this.
That was the famous mountaintop speech, his last speech.
It was.
April 3rd, 1968. Bishop Mary Ann Buddy and Reverend Craig Loya, thank you both for being with us.